If you're a real estate agent who is frustrated with your website, maybe you're in the process of building it or you had one built and you just feel like it's not getting enough leads, it's not working, you're not getting found on search engines like Google, then you want to watch this video today. I'm going to talk about the top 9 real estate web design mistakes and how these mistakes are actually hurting your real estate business by creating a barrier between your digital online presence that your real estate business needs in order to grow and capture leads and turn those leads into clients and deals. I'm also going to show you how to avoid these mistakes, but also how to solve them if you've already made them. And whether you've built the website yourself or hired somebody, you definitely want to do an audit of your website, compare it to these 9 items, and get those fixed as soon as possible so you can grow your real estate business, generate more leads, and close more deals. So if you want to learn more on these top 9 web design mistakes, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 15 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you want to get my training, resources, and courses for free at no extra cost or split, take a look at partnering with me inside of eXp Realty in the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can actually book a call with me to see what that looks like. So let's get started with today's topic. So today we're talking about the top 9 real estate web design mistakes and how these mistakes are actually hurting your real estate business. A lot of real estate agents out there are frustrated and they're bouncing from website to landing pages to funnels, and they're getting it all wrong. And plus, even if they have this designed by a professional, if they don't know what they're doing and they don't know the real estate industry, you're missing out on a lot of things that can actually hurt you and cause you not to generate leads, that can cause you not to be found on Google and other search engines, which just renders your website ineffective. So I'm gonna go through each of these errors and mistakes that people are making, and it's okay that you've made these if you designed it yourself. You're not a web designer, you're not a marketer, you're a real estate agent, and remember that. It's good to hire professionals that know what they're doing so you can focus on what you're good at. So what we're gonna do is go through those 9 things so you can audit your website and make sure that your website does not have these mistakes, and that if they do, you know how to fix them. So let's dive in. So first on the list is it is not user friendly. So your user interface, your design, your layout is just not easy for people to use. And remember, when you get somebody on your website, you have about 30 seconds or less to capture their attention. And we live in an age where people are used to technology and websites that, one, if your design doesn't look good, they're gonna think it might be scammy or that you're just not a professional or you don't make any money and can't afford marketing, so they're not going to want to work with you. And 2, if it's too hard to find information, they're going to quickly get frustrated and they're going to move to the next realtor or the next website that they can find, put in their information to be contacted. So make sure that everything is laid out and think of it like a conversation, especially your homepage. Your homepage should be a summary of everything that's on your website so they can quickly get to what they're finding, whether they're buying, selling, investing, leasing. Maybe they want to search for homes, or they're just looking for some downloadable resources or more information, or a number just to reach out and call you or email you. So make sure that all of that information that your target audience and niche would want is laid out in an organized manner, and that you have content that actually supports that. They're not fishing around to figure out, what is this? What does this mean? How do I do this? So make sure you have a good layout. You have easy to use navigation, that everything is at the top. Don't just have home, contact, about, have, buy, sell, search properties, your blog. All of those things should be easy to click, and information should be easy to find for what that specific user or your target audience or niche is looking for. Number 2 is that it's not optimized for mobile devices or all screen sizes. So this is called responsive design, and your website should automatically resize and change layouts based on the screen or device type. Now, this is very important because this is actually one of the most common mistakes. Even if the website is optimized, it is not optimized correctly. And what happens is 80% of people that are on the internet are usually on their mobile phone. So if your website is not optimized for mobile, one, Google will ding your SEO if it doesn't have a mobile version of your website. And people will get frustrated. They're going to, again, think it's just a quick website or a scam, and they're going to navigate away, and you're going to lose that lead, and they're going to move on and bounce, and that's going to hurt your SEO overall because users aren't staying on your website long enough. So Google thinks, hey, they didn't find the information they wanted for that keyword. So, we're not going to recommend it anymore. So make sure your website is responsive design. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to want to hire a real website design professional. Or if you're using templates, just make sure that when you're looking at the demo, if you go look at it on your phone or you resize your browser, that everything's moving around and resizing. If the website stays the same and when you're on your mobile, it looks like it's zoomed out, and you have to zoom in to read everything, then your website or the design you're looking at is not a responsive design, and you definitely don't want to use that, or you want to get it fixed. Number 3, your website is slow. So if your website is slow loading, you've seen people, if something doesn't load in 2 to 3 seconds, they keep clicking that refresh, and this is not good because they're going to move on. And again, you're going to lose that lead or that possible lead capture. Plus, again, this is another thing that hurts your SEO, where you show up in Google, your search engine optimization, if you don't know what that means. So you want to make sure that your website loads quickly. So there's plenty of tools out there where you can test the loading speed and see if your website loads. But if you're on your website and you're noticing that your images are loading slow or your video, then you need to fix this. And this could be a couple of things: that your image size is too big. So if your images are in the megabytes with MB, they're too big. They need to be with a KB, loading quickly. So using something like JPEG, don't use a lot of PNGs. They tend to be a lot bigger in file size. Plus there's other file sizes that are made just for website design that load quicker. But just make sure that, I know we want to preserve image quality, but that your images are loading. And then a lot of times you shouldn't host the video on your web server. It's better to embed it with things like YouTube, Vimeo, or Loom, where you can embed it directly into your website. So it's pulling from their server speed to load, not yours. So make sure your website is loading. If all those things you fixed and they look good, then maybe it's your hosting. So try a different hosting. I always recommend StableHost, and I'll leave that link below. That's what I use for a lot of my clients. They have good loading speeds and they're easy to use for shared hosting and server setup. So those two things. So check your graphics and your videos, making sure that they're loading correctly and they're not too large, or check your hosting speed. Number 4 is lack of branding or inconsistent branding. And this usually happens when you design the website on your own. You just lack that experience. And what usually happens is you find a website template or design that you found on the internet that's either free or was very inexpensive, and you're using that because you like the way it looks, but it doesn't necessarily match the branding that you have for your real estate business. So you want to make sure that, one, the website you're choosing looks like it goes with your branding, same color scheme, same fonts, all of those things. You're using your logo, and then consistent design throughout the website. Make sure that you're using that color scheme, those fonts correctly. So if you have a header font, use that on all the headers. If you have a body or subheading font, make sure that's consistent as well. And those fonts should match your branding. So pay attention that you're using stuff that reflects your brand. It looks like it goes together, that they didn't just redirect to, a different person's website, that when from the moment they go from your business card, your social media, all of your branding should be consistent. And then the design throughout your website should be consistent as well. It shouldn't look like you changed your templates or your design throughout the website. Number 5, your website is not optimized for lead capture. And this is one of my big pet peeves. And there's several reasons for this, but if the whole reason of having a website is to drive traffic to that and capture leads, and if you're not doing that, you're not fitting the purpose of the website. Maybe you don't need leads and it's just there so it looks like you're a professional and you have a website just to check that off the list, and that's fine. But even then, you should have a way to capture leads and grow your business. So what do I mean by not optimized for lead capture? One, there's no call to actions. This is one of the biggest marketing mistakes overall, whether it's social media, your ads, anything that you do for marketing, you need to have a call to action. You have to keep it simple and tell the user what is the next step, either to work with you, to get more information, but you have to tell them what you want them to do. If not, they're just going to get distracted and go somewhere else. So there's not enough call to actions like download this guide, schedule a consultation, start your home search, get pre-approved, whatever it is, tell the user what the next step is. And then on top of that, you don't have any online forms. Now, I've done other videos on this, on how to build an online form, how to capture leads on your website. So go watch that if you haven't. But you need online forms. So whether that's to register for your newsletter, to download your buyer's guide, seller's guide, don't just redirect them to it. You need to capture their leads and verify that that is their information. And then online forms to register for your IDEX website so they can keep searching for homes. So make sure all of those elements are set on your website so that way you can properly capture leads and then start nurturing those leads to turn them into clients. Without this, your real estate website will never work. Number 6 is the lack of or the misuse of landing pages and funnels. And this is a big one out there because you see all these products for ClickFunnels and landing pages, and they act like it's a different product. It's not. It is just a website. It just has a different use or different functions. They're all web pages. So don't get fooled by that. I have other videos out there on creating the proper funnels and landing pages and overall real estate website systems. However, if you're not using landing pages or funnels, you're missing out. And if you're using them wrong, you're definitely missing out. So your website is the hub of all your marketing. Everything should go to your website and from your website. So all of your social media profiles, your videos, any call to action should link over to your website and take people there to find specific content, or people should be able to search for you and find you. But your website should summarize of all of your other marketing that you have going out there, like your YouTube channel, your social media profiles, and so on. So what happens is you want to use funnels and landing pages to process traffic. They will never bring you traffic like a website. That's why you need all three of these working together. So your website will bring in organic free traffic via your blog and other keywords that you're using for your local SEO, but your funnels and landing pages will only process the traffic you send. So that traffic has to come from your social media, your paid ads, and so on. What do funnels do? They have one main conversion goal, especially a landing page. So your funnel is just a step, a process, a series of pages or steps. So maybe you send somebody to your buyer's funnel and you give them all the information about buying a house, searching, getting pre-approved, first steps, schedule a consultation, all of those things. That step by step is taking them through the process of becoming traffic to a lead to a client to a closed deal, and then getting referrals. Versus a landing page might be download my free buyer's guide, or get this list of newly listed homes, or these homes of homes in the area for under 300,000. That landing page has one conversion goal: get their information and give them that one resource. So use landing pages. If you're posting to social media, YouTube videos, send them to a landing page, especially if you're sending them to download my buyer's guide, my seller's guide, list of open houses this weekend, whatever it is. Use that landing page to capture their information and then send them an email with that link or the resource to download. So be thinking about that. And you want to use landing pages for everything that you got. And then also you can send people to your buyer's funnel by telling them, hey, if you're interested in buying a home, go to my website. And then instead of sending them to the home page, you would send them to the buyer's funnel, and then sellers to the seller's funnel, and so forth and so on. So make sure that you're using these valuable resources to capture leads, because if you're not, you're missing out on a ton of lead conversion, which is super important. And if you want to learn more, go check out the other videos on my channel about this. Number 7, no content marketing strategy. And this is another thing. When you're developing your marketing plan, you need to have a content marketing strategy that not only extends to your website, but everything else. Remember, the content is the heart of everything you do for marketing. It is the strategy, because without content, you don't have marketing. All of the pieces that you print, down to your business cards, even the slogan on your logo, the content on your website, your social media posts, that is all content marketing, even down to the YouTube video you're watching right now. Make sure you have a solid content marketing strategy that also extends into your website. So what is the content like on your website? Does it have the keywords? Do you give the user the information that they need and looking for? Do you have a blog on your website? If you don't, you're missing out. Go watch some of my other videos about starting a blog. It is really not that hard, especially if you're already doing YouTube videos like this, where you're talking. You can have those instantly transcribed into a blog with using something like ChatGPT. So you want to use a blog on your website, one, to give out more information. This helps showcase you as an authority in what you're talking about. It helps you build trust and turn that cold lead that is coming to your website into a warm lead by the time they get to you. Because now they've watched your videos, they've read your content, they understand and they trust with what you're saying. They already have a feel for who you are. By the time you get to them, you've used that pull marketing to bring them close to you, not push them to a sale, but you've brought them and allowed them to come at their own speed. There's more trust and it's more of a solid lead. So make sure you have a blog on your website. You're consistently blogging and committing to that. And that's a strategy you need to commit to for a minimum 6 months to a year of posting a minimum of 1 blog post a week, if not 2 to 3 blog posts a week, using stuff like keywords and things like that that users are searching for. Talk about things in the area, talk about real estate tips, market reports, all of those things to bring people into your website. Because one, with your SEO strategy, it's going to be hard to rank for city realtor because Zillow and all of them will dominate those. But when you're talking about buying homes in the area, homes under this point, apartments in this area, condos in this area, things to do in your area, you'll start ranking for those and people will see you're a real estate agent and you can capture that lead, especially if you're giving them something in return. So have a solid content marketing strategy. If you need help with this, I have other videos on this, or you can reach out to me directly. Number 8, your website is not properly optimized for local SEO. And this is huge. If you're going to have an actual website, you should be using keywords. So when people get to your website, they should see you're a Houston real estate agent or whatever area you're in. I'm your trusted real estate advisor in Houston. I'll help you navigate the greater Houston area. Whatever it is, you need to put those keywords in there. One, Google will know what area you're trying to do. You don't want to overdo this, but those keywords that you use, like buying homes in Houston, you don't want to keep it general. You want to use that local SEO. So when somebody's searching for your real estate services, you come up. This also means claim your Google profile. Your Google business profile you should have, and you should be posting to that regularly like you would social media and using those keywords and getting as many reviews as you can, because this not only will help you rank for the actual search results, but it'll put you on a second place on the page with Google Maps. So go claim your listing. Only 50% of businesses actually claim their listing, so go do it because it's free. But you also need to have a solid SEO plan. So that means making sure that all of your schema is consistent. So you only have one H1 tag per header tag per page, and then they follow the H2, H3, H4 and that schema. You have page titles and descriptions with those keywords that are following SEO schema. And then on top of that, that you're using keywords throughout your website, that each page has a keyword that you want to rank for, that you have a plan. And I have videos on this. And if you need help with this, either reach out to me or another SEO professional, because this is something that will generate organic leads. Organic SEO, so organic search engine optimization, leads that are finding you on a search engine, gives 1,000% plus more leads than organic social media. So people have abandoned SEO to go to social media. you need to keep social media. The two largest search engines in the world are Google and YouTube. So make sure on your YouTube videos, they're embedded on your website, and then your website content and articles are embedded in your YouTube videos to help with that SEO as well. So SEO can be complicated, but at least start somewhere by doing the blog like we mentioned before, focusing on keywords. You can use something like Keywords Everywhere to help you when you want to talk about a topic. What are the top searchable keywords for that? And make sure those are in your article. Right, number 9, and this is the biggest one that has controversy out there for me, and that is no IDEX feed or no searchable feed on your website. This is a huge mistake. I see so many people, even in my own brokerage, in the discussion boards, put how do I turn off my IDEX feed or how do I turn off this lead nurturing? It's because one, they don't understand how to use it and they don't understand the power of this. People are going to search for homes. Do you want them to search on Zillow and possibly come across another realtor? Or do you want them on your website where you can also see what they're searching for? People want to search for homes, even if they're lookers that are just window shopping, but you can get their name because on my IDEX website, I have to make them register if they want to look at 2 or more photos or 2 or more properties. So it forces them, hey, if you want to use my free resources, you need to give up your information. So and it just asks for their email and their cell phone number. But you need this because one, this also can help you rank. Now, the pages themselves, the property listings will not help you rank SEO wise because it's the same data feed that's on every other website. But what you can do is like a saved search result. So maybe you want to showcase homes under 300,000 in your area. You can write a blog article like we talked about in the last one, that go write a blog article on homes in the greater, Houston area or whatever area under 299,000. Talk about what does that look like? What's the market look like? How many homes are available at the date of writing it? And click here to see the most up-to-date list of homes available under 300,000. And you just put in that search result link. And every time they go to it, if there's a new listing, it's automatically going to update because you're going to tell it to always show the newest listing first, or maybe you want to sort by price. However you want to do that, but you can use this for internal linking back to your IDEX website. So don't turn this feature off. A lot of real estate agents make this mistake because they don't want clients searching on their own. They want to be in control. And this is a huge mistake in today's age. This might have worked back in the 90s, early 2000s, but now when technology is at our fingertips, people aren't going to let you tell them what to do. Let them search for homes. Plus it helps you a little bit. Just you have to set that expectation with them on what's searchable, what they can qualify for, and, put that control in their hand, but also it shows you what they're searching for, and you can put them on search alerts and constantly have your CRM as well reaching out to them with those touch points. So don't take that feature away. It will help you generate more leads, I promise. All right, so I hope this information was helpful. I know designing a website can be frustrating, especially if you're left to do it on your own. I highly encourage you to hire a professional, whether that's myself or somebody else, because just like you try to tell for sale by owners they should be hiring a realtor, you should be doing the same thing for your marketing. The marketing is the single most important thing you can do for your business. And it's not something you take up in the winter months when things slow down. It's something that you need to be doing all year long because it does take time to work and to build that foundation so you can have a steady pipeline of leads. If you're interested still in doing the website on your own, maybe you have a smaller budget, I do have a real estate website system, funnels and landing pages that you can customize on your own by following my step-by-step videos. So it's like me helping you design your website right there, coaching you through it on the content, the photos to use, the videos to use, how to literally customize the branding, all the banners, every section of the website. We go through step-by-step video. So you can literally just watch me click and you can do the same thing and have a website that really works for you, has all the online lead capture that you want and need. So there's links below where you can go see a live demo and pricing for that. We can also build it for you. Me and my team can do that for an extra price. And if you want to get that system for free, take a look at partnering with me here at EXP and inside the Agent Wolfpack, and you can get that real estate website system for free, as well as all of my other training and resources at no extra cost or split by partnering with me. So click that link, book a call, and let's talk. And be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.